I'm very glad to welcome you here, and our session today is about inbound mail automation and how it drives enterprise collaboration. My name is Ekaterina Andrianova and I'm managing Capture Solutions in Papyrus. You know that digital transformation and automation has been already a trend for a while, but not all companies implemented it yet. And there is a modern Chinese proverb which says the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The next best time is now. But the reason why not all companies used this yet, so digital transformation and automation process, is because not everyone can relate what does it exactly mean for the business. And the clients come to me with very particular questions. How to do a high volume? They get 300,000 documents per day. Fax documents, scanned documents with poor quality, but there is still a wish to automate it to 100%. They also get very unstructured documents, different email content, also the documents which are merged together, that they are separated unlogically, and also absolutely ad hoc requests. And for all these challenges, the platform gives a lot of opportunities. You can scale on the platform. You can trigger business process on the platform. And also, you shouldn't forget about the new technologies such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, also user-trained technologies. But let's go a little bit to the past. Once I came to Papyrus, it was more than 10 years ago. Our clients did almost document digitalizing and also a little bit of content digitalizing. So it means scanning, faxing, and also extracting some business fields. Then they moved and they also did validation of content because some companies had compliance rules, also business rules, and especially in the healthcare sector. And nowadays, more and more clients coming to me and asking for supporting their collaborative business process management with the content, with the captured content. And it means not only starting a process, but also trigger the user task, the automated task, based on the content which we got from the incoming documents. And for your companies, you can approach it step by step or all at once. And I can give you a simple example here. One of the big companies which were doing, like selling of the goods, they wanted to extract invoices and also refund documents. And they did almost everything manually. And then we showed them how business processes are working on the Papyrus platform. And they said, this is what we looked for. Exactly the support of our business processes based on the captured content. So you see that the capture is not anymore only mailroom, but it goes beyond the business processes. And as we are talking about all of these options, we know that these documents are coming via very different channels. As the most popular channel is currently email, but we have also many customers which are doing fax and also scanning. And fax is used in such industries as, for instance, banking or credit cards for security reasons. Also very popular channels are web and also import via file adapter. And the modern channels such as social media, Microsoft Office, emails are coming, emails, also mobile are coming more often. And in Papyrus, we support all of these with machine-assisted Papyrus interfaces. So it means that this is automated and it's coming to the system to be extracted and categorized with a single definition. And via all this variety of channels, very different documents are coming. In the past, these were mostly structured documents like forms, but nowadays it's, like very, very unstructured content, complex tables, semi-structured things, so emails with different attachments, and also in different formats. So it could be PDF images, it could be Office documents, so actually everything what you can get per email. And the content is also very different. So it's machine written in different languages. We have many customers who are doing also Asian language as the second one, also handwritten and barcodes. And there are some of the customers which are specialized on extracting checkboxes, for instance, in the lottery branches and in such branches as filling the form for the credit card and so on and so on. And here we get all this content at the acquisition step. So this is the first step on the Papyrus platform, and then it comes to a single definition of classification, extraction, validation, and if required, also manual verification. After the required content is extracted, we come to the next step. So on the Papyrus platform, these are triggering a business process, but the content could be also exported to the external system. And on the Papyrus platform, we also have a web archive, so the data which we got from the inbound channels could be saved there and could be kept and be available to the business users. Of course, there is a monitoring, so different possibilities to observe what is happening on the platform. And here we get a question, okay, yeah, how do we define which content we need to extract, which content is required for the business? And this we use, and here we use Business Designer on the Papyrus platform. So with the help of the supervised training. I give you an example here. An absolutely unstructured document is coming. So it's a free-form document, and I define here that this will be a new document type. And then I approach it with selecting a content which I would like to extract and giving a couple of tips to the system how it could be extracted. So I say here this keyword Mr. Mrs. should be used and my content will be near this one. And then I go step by step. I say I would like to get a number. I drag and drop this number and I say that it's alphanumeric and it should be on the same place in this particular case. I train the system and then we jump over a couple of fields and we see how it could be applied to the next coming document which has similar business data and also the keywords we used. So we see here that this is immediately extracted. And this is the advantage of the supervised learning. So when the user can give a couple of tips to the system that it should be extracted in that way, then you get a very quick result. Here is an example with a table, and this is approached in the same way. So we pick up the date, and we say that this should be a date pattern. Then we also say that this is a key column, and we say that this column should be named date, so it should be extracted from the column named date on the document. Then with the next field we say, okay, this is a tariff. We also select a pattern and we also show here from where the header of the table should be extracted. We jump over a couple of fields. We come to the last one we would like to extract. And we show the system that it should be amount. This is very important, so amount pattern. And we again specify a header of the table. And after that, we of course train the system. And you see that we did this drag and drop only with the first row of the table, and then we see what the system does for us, which table fields are extracted. And you see that this is the whole one, yeah? So this is the whole table. And we can click here and also see from which region the data came. And we see that the whole table is here. So one more one, the interesting one, unexpected text, so handwritten text. We can extend the document definition on the fly. And we say here, this pattern should be a handwritten email. And then we say it should be anywhere on the page, yeah? So it actually, this note could come up and down on the document, and then we train the system and we can apply it for the other documents. And here we come to the question, how can we use this definition, or for what we use this definition? And the answer is, of course, for the automation, because the automation is a key in the competitive environment. So if we are talking about the financial industry and about bankruptcy management, so we know from our customers that they get many unstructured documents and they need to check if the data of these people are in their database, and then they can decide if they can do a deal. But if they answer later rather than their competitors, they don't get this deal. So this is extremely important for them to make it quick, to answer quick, to automate that with capture. And I can give you another example, tight service level agreements. And with tight service level agreements, many companies need to deal. And service level agreements is something what what you cannot really delay. And one of our customers from the USA came to us with the request to reduce their service level agreement, so their time of processing document, from 4 days to 1 day. But they had the requirement not only to automate it, but also to make their clerks a possibility to be compliant, also to check the document, to confirm the documents. And they needed a special workplace for that, which can allow a very fast processing. And with this particular customer, they had, as I recall, 10,000 documents per day. Yeah, so we reached actually 4 hours. So they were processing it before in 4 days, and they came to 4 hours. And the project was so successful that it was also rolled out to Europe after that. And here I would like to show you how this user interface looks like. You see that the document is found and the system guides you immediately which field has to be checked or which fields has to be confirmed, processed, and so on. So you see the next field in red, and you see here that actually this number is empty on the document, but the same doctor is used for invoicer and provider. So we can pick up this number just by clicking on the image, and the text would be taken over. So you don't type in this case. And then you confirm it with the enter key, and then the next validation message is coming. Okay, for the interfacing, we need to remove dots, we need to remove blanks, and then we do that, and then we do validation. So we click enter again, you see that the fields became green, and the next field to be corrected is selected. And here I show you how you can do it with the lookup. The lookup is a connection to the external database or to internal depot in the Papyrus system. And you just take over the customer number is filled as you see, and then the document is confirmed. And you know, when we have this document ready, or when we have the documents which are going automatically straight through and don't require any manual interaction, we can trigger the business processes with that. And this is where we do the next step. And with business processes, it's not only creating a business process. Again, based on the exact data, you can decide what is triggered, user task, automated task, like handle a claim or check something with the customer, or if the amount is greater than 1,000, someone needs to check if it's okay or not okay. And here is one of the examples. A customer fills a form, and this form will be sent per email. And email is connected to the Papyrus interface, to the Papyrus adapter, and then this document will be automatically processed in the Papyrus system. So classified, extracted, and then it can be used in the business process. So here we see that the business process is created, and then the content is there inside, and all the data are perfectly extracted. All the data can be used for further processing.